Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want us to have a look at some hard-hitting remarks by Martha Karua, just remaining hours to Kamkunji rally. But before doing that, let me say this. Some few days ago, I did indicate that we will be providing a forum where we connect you to real landowners, no brokers, no agencies, no middlemen. A direct connection between you to the real landowners or property owners. And in the past 1 week, I've received several requests from some of our fans here disposing their properties or selling off their land. Let's have a look at Helen. Helen is disposing, or rather selling off, a 3-bedroom bungalow, freehold, located at Rimpa Road. Rimpa Road is between Rongai and Kiserian in Kajiado County. The land, or rather the property, sits on 1/8 of an acre. Price 7 million, negotiable. Contact Helen through 0729504752. 0729504752. Contact Helen for maybe some talks or some discussion if you are interested in the property. Let's now jump to our analysis. Yes. Some few hours ago, Martha Karua, taking to her social media accounts, had this to say. Martha Karua Senior Counsel, the truth shall not be forgotten, shall not and cannot be buried. The truth will always out. I think she meant will always come out. The time is now. From those remarks, it's clear Martha Karua is sending a direct message to William Ruto and his government. You cannot bury the truth. The truth is coming out now. That's the message Karua is sending to William Ruto. I'm seeing an Azimio brigade, or rather team, that is very willing and determined to go the extra mile to reveal exactly what happened on the 9th of August 2022 presidential election. I'm seeing a team that is now saying enough is enough. We must let Kenyans know what happened, and we must reclaim what is ours. I'm seeing that looking at this post by Martha Karua, and from their past, or rather from their recent remarks concerning the IBC whistleblower. What does this mean and portend for William Ruto, the president? Let's dig deep. Yes, William Ruto has two options. The first option is to engage the Azimio brigade. The second option is to confront the Azimio brigade. Let's start with the first option of engaging the Azimio brigade. In the event William Ruto engages the Azimio brigade, then there might be, or rather the William Ruto's government might initiate some behind the scene talks with these Azimio leaders. Should that happen, then the Azimio brigade will be forced to go slow on their attacks on the government. And in this case, I'm seeing a very high possibility where Azimio Brigade might now just be forced to go on with their usual political rallies correcting the government, but the rallies might not turn into demonstrations or street protests. Because from the look of things, looking at the Azimio Brigade, I'm seeing a team that is determined, and it's just a matter of time before they call their supporters to the streets. In the event William Ruto's government initiates talks with the Azimio Brigade, then Azimio Brigade might not take the protest or the demonstration route. They'll just do their usual normal political rallies correcting the government. And for that also to be a reality, I'm seeing a very high possibility where William Ruto can make sure he actualizes the creation of the office of the official opposition leader. That in a way or the other can also appease or please a good majority of the opposition leaders. So I'm seeing that as the first option William Ruto has. And that option will lower political temperatures across the country. Kenyans will be going on with their daily businesses and activities as usual. Political temperatures will be down. The second option, William Ruto has the option of confronting Azimio Brigade. In that, as Azimio plays hardball, Ruto and his government will also be playing hardball. The end result of that is that political temperatures will go up. And we are most likely to see, if that's the route, there will be most likely street protests and demonstrations. The common man, the so-called hustlers, will not go on with their daily activities in peace. There will be turmoil. And looking at the economy as it is, if William Ruto's government chooses that route, then it's almost very certain that things are going to be worse off than they are right now economically. Life is going to be more difficult for an ordinary Kenyan than it is right now. Because right now, the economy is doing bad. In the event there is a confrontation between the government and the opposition, things are only but going to worsen. And to make even things worse, recently, or rather, we have been seeing Uganda through Museveni's son Muhoozi threatening Kenya. In the event there is turmoil between the government and the opposition, we are most likely to see countries such as Uganda through Muhoozi threatening Kenya more. And also recently, we have also been seeing some attacks in Lamu and in the northern part of the country. Those are only going to increase if there is tension between the government and the opposition. Kenya will be a country fighting itself. And now Kenya will be Kenya will be seen as very weak. It will be seen as weak. Okay. So if at all, or rather, let me put it this way, if that is the route William Ruto will choose, the confrontational route, then it's very clear Kenyans are going to suffer more. It's the people who will suffer more. And you never know, it can start small and then eventually it leads into a revolution. And who knows, it can go the Sri Lanka way. Because I know as economic times becomes hard for Kenyans now themselves, even without the guidance of their leaders, can now decide enough is enough, and they can come out now in their millions to rebel against the government. So that cannot be a very prudent route for William Ruto's government to pursue, considering that Kenya is currently under economic stress. That won't be a very good route for William Samoei Ruto. As I conclude, I personally believe that this is the time for Kenyans to know exactly what happened on the 9th of August 2022. And the only way Kenyans can know that is for IEBC servers to be opened. That's where it starts and ends. The servers should be opened. And that should be a normality, or that should be the custom. After each and every election, the servers should be opened and things should be laid bare as to who won that election. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. And if you are interested in the property we did mention when we were starting, contact Helen on 0729504752. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.